murder in the second degree, a Class A1 felony, as well as a charge of concealment of a human corpse, a Class E felony. You have certain rights with respect to these charges. You have the right to remain silent, and you cannot be forced to testify against yourself or make any written or oral statement. You are entitled to a speedy and public trial in which you have the right to confront witnesses who may testify against you. You also have the right to call witnesses and to submit evidence on your own behalf. You are presumed to be innocent. The district attorney bears the burden to prove each and every element of the crimes charged beyond a reasonable doubt, and a jury must unanimously agree on any verdict of guilt. Do you understand everything I've said thus far? Following this arraignment, you have the right to an adjournment to give your attorney time to prepare for trial. Are the people submitting anything at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel are reminded of the continuing obligations regarding discovery. The court has issued a Brady decision. I'm not sure if you've been provided that.
We have, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. Okay. I'm going to be setting up the motion schedule. Defendant has 45 days from today's date to file omnibus motions. That would be September 13th. Because of the weekend, I'm moving that to September 15th. People's responses are due on September 29th. A reply, if any, will be due on or before October 6th. I'm going to be scheduling a conference. We'll get to that in a moment. But should pretrial hearings be directed, I'm going to schedule those hearings for November 12th, beginning at 10 a.m. I've also penciled any jury trial on this matter to keep things moving, and the jury trial will commence on January 5th of 2026 at 9:30 a.m. All right, so let's now talk about bail. Mr. Lange, would you like to be heard?
Thank you, Judge. As you noted, the defendant is charged with the top count of murder in the second degree. That carries a maximum sentence of 25 years to life. As far as his ties to New York State, he has none, as well as no ties to the United States. He has an Italian and an Ethiopian passport. I believe he has a dual citizenship there. He has an international driver's license for Ethiopia, Canada. He has claimed residences in Canada as well as Ethiopia, and has businesses listed in Canada as well as Ethiopia. Given his lack of ties to our country and to the state, the possible life sentence that he is now facing, the people would ask that he be remanded without bail. It is the people's opinion that no amount of money would ensure that he would return, given his lack of ties, dual citizenships in Italy and Ethiopia, and also the fact of the maximum sentence, Judge, again, of life here. He has no ties to our state, he has no ties to the United States, and I believe he is a flight risk and he should be remanded without bail. If Your Honor is going to consider some type of monetary bail, it's the people's opinion. He has, I guess, made it known. He had a bid in on a $5 million property in Montreal at this time. He has shown that realtor, I guess, a $30 million bank account. He has, at least according to us, planned on or attempting to sell a mining company that would also be worth a significant amount of money. So if you do set an amount, I would ask that it be very high, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Abbott, would you like to be heard regarding bail?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Frattolin is here. He is applied with no criminal history. He is not a U.S. citizen and has never had a warrant for his arrest or failure to appear in court. If he is released, he intends to stay in an apartment in New York City with a friend whose name would be happy to disclose off the record for their safety. He would give up his Italian passport, which he has, not an Ethiopian passport, and be subject to electronic monitoring. He would appear in every and all proceedings in this court case. We would request reasonable monetary bail on Mr. Frattolin. As I said, has no reason to run from these allegations. He maintains his innocence, innocent until proven guilty, Your Honor. He has no financial support here in the United States, and it's not virus. We would ask for reasonable monetary bail.
The court has reviewed the criminal history, and it does note that there is no other arrest in his past, at least that we've discovered. And I would be hard pressed to ignore the severity of the charges that are pending against him at this time. He does not have any ties to this area or even New York City, other than having a friend There has been a lot of discussion regarding what his assets are. I'm not sure of the reality of that, but I have determined that there's a reasonable cause to believe that the defendant stands charged with a felony, a Class A1 felony, which is a violent felony offense. I find that remand to the correctional facility is the only way to guarantee his attendance here in court because of the transient nature of this, of these allegations of his citizenship and really his ties to this area. I can't guarantee his return. So, Mr. Frattolin, I will be remanding you to the custody of the Essex County Sheriff to be provided at future dates before the court. I also want to note that you are ordered to appear each and every court date, and if you fail to appear, and I know you're going to be remanded, but if you refuse to leave your cell, I would consider that a failure to appear. And I can conduct hearings and proceedings in your absence, and you can even go to trial. So you need to be here for your own defense. Your attorney will struggle to represent you if she doesn't have access to you. So make sure that you stay available to her. And I will schedule a compliance conference in light of the fact that I'm going to be remanding you for August 19th at 3 p.m. And at that time, we will discuss where things stand with discovery. All right, so anything further from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the defense? All right, I'm going to remand Mr. Frattolin back to the custody of the Essex County Sheriff to be produced on August 19th. Thank you, everyone.
I still see you in the places we would go, like your face is painted on the walls. I've been trying to forget all the moments that we spent, 'cause now I do it on my own. Oh, you and I were like this summer, but now it's winter here on my own. If I would've known that you wouldn't be here anymore, I would've made the moments last a little longer. 'Cause now I'm alone, and you're just a memory in my mind. I would've given anything to say goodbye.